This is the Vertx EDC Gamut backpack. It's a very high quality backpack. It retails for a little less than $200. It has extremely high build quality. So what I'd like to do for this product review is cover the features of this backpack and also go through the pros and cons. So let's get started now with this product review of the Vertx EDC Gamut backpack. Since there's so many pockets and compartments on this particular backpack, I'm going to have to go through them individually. So I'll do some of them on the tripod and some of them just more of a point of view. So let's get started now with the main features of the backpack. The main feature of this backpack is this front area of it, which as you can see just looks like a normal backpack upon first glance. But little do you know that that's where all the tactical gear is at. So you're going to open it up through this here, and if you were to pull that down, as you see, it just kind of stops right there. That's because there's some protective clips that they have here. So if you unbuckle these right there, and then right there, that's going to allow you to actually get down to that exposed area. And this is where you have all of your PALS webbing. So you could attach flashlights, multiple pouches, all throughout here. And as you can see, it goes through the whole backpack in the front of it. So if people that like to have the tactical look, they could go with this style. And then this folds up nice and neat in the bottom portion of this backpack. So there's a little pocket in here. Here's how you tuck that little front flap underneath it. So you're just going to go right in there. It's going to go, the Velcro is going to match up with it, as you can see there, and you're still going to have the Vertx logo. And at this point, it's more of a tactical look backpack. The PALS webbing on the front is very nice. As you see, you have the Velcro, if you want to have a Velcro patch in there that you could use, and that Velcro also has kind of the PALS webbing as well. So it's kind of a two-in-one design to it, which I really, really like. Then you have another PALS webbing here. It goes all the way down to the front. Another option you could do with that front flap is, for example, if you wanted to have a helmet or a jacket or something like that stored in this backpack and just store it on the outside, you could actually store it behind here, and then you're going to use these little loops that you see here for connecting to the side of the backpack. So it's very similar to, if you're familiar with the 511 Rush series, it's very similar design. So you can connect it there. And by the way, this is not a cheap plastic. This is metal, looks like stainless steel to me. Very nice design to that hook over there. As you can see, this has a black and red color scheme to it. So with this one, all of the zippers have red pulleys, which I really like. They make them very visible. If this were a completely black backpack, they might be a little bit harder to see. So some of the pulleys are of a thin rope design, and then you have some thicker pulleys, which we'll see later. So in the back, for example, you have this big honker one that you see here. So let's move on to the side pockets now. All the zippers on this backpack are YKK, so very nice quality. And as you can see, all of them, except for the one in the back over here, have an inverted zipper design. So all of the teeth of the zipper are actually on the inside of it. That might help prevent with snagging. It might just be more of a look thing as well. So let's open this up really quick in the side pocket. So in here, we have another pocket. Nice little storage, just kind of a mesh look to it, so you can see it has a little bit of visibility on the items that are inside of there, again with the red pulley. And then you have this high visibility fabric here, similar to what you see with VanQuest, except VanQuest has the bright orange. This has more of a neutral look to it, so more of like a tan color. And you just have a single pocket on this side of the backpack. Let's flip over to the other side. So again, YKK zipper, we're going to open that up. And very similar design to it. So again, we have this little mesh area here, very nice zipper, nice pulley to it. You have a mesh to it, so you can see the items inside of there. And then you have another kind of like an admin sleeve. So you have multiple slots here, maybe for a cell phone external battery, the cell phone, and then a couple pockets here for things like pens, maybe even a small pen flashlight. And again, with the high visibility or the brighter fabric on here, which I think helps aid with when you're having a lot of black gear. Sometimes you get lost in there. So I really like having this feature on this particular backpack. On both sides of the backpack, you have a pocket here for putting your water bottle. So it fits something like a clean canteen design very, very nicely. This is kind of like the 20-ounce bottle you see here. It's not the very thick design, so it'd have a little bit more trouble with like the 40-ounce version of the clean canteen or maybe an Nalgene. I think you could fit it in there. This is also more of a fabric to it. Oftentimes with backpacks, you'll see that mesh look to it, but I think this is more for more consumer-friendly pocket design for the water pouch. So it's more of a clean look to it. It's a nice fabric. It's a little stretchier. It's stretchy compared to the other fabric. By the way, everything on the backpack here is Cordura fabric. This is more of a stretchy material. So if you want to, you could use the little loop here for actually connecting to the lid of the bottle that sits in there, so it'll help prevent it from actually falling out of it when it's in, when you're carrying it. Let's go to this top little pocket that you see here. So again, we have this nice YKK zipper with the red pulley. Then open that up. It's a very small pocket. It's going to be hard to get in camera. As you can see, it has the brighter material, fabric in there. You have a little lanyard here, which is also red, which is nice and visible. Maybe put a keychain on there or something, maybe a whistle, something like that. So you have a nice little pocket here on the top. There's not much to the bottom of the backpack. It doesn't have a different fabric on it. Again, this is Cordura fabric, so it's high quality. It's good for water resistance. It's not waterproof, but there's no like rubber bottom to it. No drain holes either. Now let's go into the main compartment. As you can see, it has a larger pulley design here. Also, the zipper is larger, still with that inverted design. It looks real nice with the Vertx logo that you see there. So when you open it up, it kind of stops right around there, so you have more of a drop-in approach to that main compartment. So you could quickly put your laptop in, any kind of documents, things like that, maybe access this, but it's not going to go all the way down. So the way to get it to go all the way down, you have another one of these little buttons over there. So you're going to actually unbuckle that, then you're going to be able to do that clamshell opening. So again, do that on the other side, as you see here. Just unbuckle that, and then pull. As you can see, a very smart design to it. So then you have that nice clamshell opening, which I really enjoy with my backpacks. Let me grab the tripod really quick to have a better look at it. So as you can see on the top here, we have a section here to put in any kind of pens, flashlights, little sleeves here. Also has that kind of that Velcro fabric to it. Here we have a mesh pocket over here. I have a fire steel in here right now. So you can see it has nice bright visibility to it. Again, you have the red zippers and pulleys on it, which are very nice. These are all YKK. So again, you have another mesh pocket here. And then when you look in this main compartment here, it's a very large compartment area. It's made with that Cordura fabric. You see here with the label. You have, this is a little Velcro that if you wanted to have a water bladder in here, you could use that. I prefer to have a laptop in here. It fits a 15-inch laptop with no problems. It's really nice. Again, another mesh pocket in here with a nice thick zipper design on it and a nice red pulley. So bright visibility throughout the entire interior portion of the backpack, which I really like. It's not the big black hole where it's easy to lose things. Nice design to it. Works really great for a laptop. You have some padding here in the front and you have some padding here on the back. Actually a little bit more padding than what most are accustomed to. Let's take a look at that now. Let's take a look at the back here. As you can see, it has very nice shoulder straps to it. This actually has a 1919 strap that goes all the way through here for extra durability on it, as well as attachment points. Nice thickness to it, as you can see here. This is removable. This is the chest strap, as you see here. Nice buckle to that. Here it goes on the other end. And to remove it, let's see if I could do it with one hand. So just has a little clamp there, and you could easily remove that. So it's very convenient, so you could have it with or without the chest strap on here. As you see over here, you have the waist strap. I don't really use those for EDC purposes, but you do have that capability as well. So in the back here, you see we have the nice Vertx logo. It looks really cool. Has that kind of textured look to it, elevated on certain spots of it. Hopefully to add additional ventilation. Although in my testing, I found that it doesn't add as much ventilation as what I would prefer. So let's go into the back right now. So as you probably noticed, this backpack kind of has a civilian look to it, but with tactical features that are hidden, so it's not as easily recognizable. And the back is no exception. You have this very large zipper, as you see here. It's the largest zipper on the backpack, and it's not that inverted design. Then you have this very large pulley that you see here. You also have the little small red one here, but this is the main one for accessing your concealed weapon compartment of the backpack. And they really spared no expense on this. I actually found out from the designer that this rope, as you see here, actually loops all the way around here just for extra durability. Which is really nice. So again, a nice handle here, and this is going to be what you open to get into your concealed carry slot that you have here. So upon first opening, you can just pull it up like that, and then you have, this is actually integrates with their tactigami, which wraps around, if you want to wrap it around any kind of magazines or firearms or things like that, and then it actually attaches inside of here. So right now you could quickly pull that, as you see here, get inside of it, grab it, and then you're good to go. So let's open it up now all the way. So the back opens up completely with the clamshell opening, so you're going to wrap that all the way around and then get inside of here for your concealed carry compartment, and this is not my concealed carry weapon. So we'll move that to the side. If it was, you could have it in the tactigami and really fit a lot of stuff in there, also on this top plate here. So as you see here, there's another zipper, again YKK with the inverted zipper design, a nice red pulley on it. You're going to open that up, and this exposes a little plastic shield in here, or a frame, which keeps the backpack with its the integrity of its shape very nicely. But this is actually meant to be removed if need be for tactical situations, and you could replace it with a ballistic shield of various types. So for those that would be using this backpack in that capacity, this is a great option that offers additional protection to you. And for those that aren't interested in that, it just gives the backpack a little bit more rigidity to it and to keep its structure. So this is a really nice feature with it. I'm really liking the idea of having this in here and possibly replacing it with a shield, which, you know, they do get a little bit pricey, but you could actually put that in there. So we have an additional slot in the back of the backpack, and its primary use is to integrate with your luggage system. So your hand goes all the way through there, and it's meant to integrate with your luggage. For example, you have your suitcase, you're going to pull the handle all the way out, and then you're going to slip it all the way through here and have this sit on top of the suitcase, so when you're going through the airport, it makes for easy transport. But since this has a ballistic shield in the back, which we covered earlier, it could also serve as a Captain America shield. So if you're planning on using this backpack in a tactical situation, which I'm definitely not trained for, you'd pull on the nice thick handle here. You're going to open it up, you're going to grab your concealed carry weapon like that, and then if you wanted to, you could use the shield capabilities of the backpack to offer additional protection. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let me show you how the backpack fits on me. So again, we have the chest strap here. I usually don't use it. I probably take this off for EDC purposes, but it can be lowered and adjusted based off of your body frame. So here's the backpack. It has a very thin waist strap to it, so I don't really think that having a thick waist strap is as needed on the EDC backpack, but you could use it if you want to. I would probably just remove it for my purposes. Again, it's very, very comfortable. It doesn't really breathe as well as I'd like to in the back due to the shape of the back design. There's kind of the Vertx emblem on there, but I don't think it gets enough air in there. I'd kind of like to see that improved with a future revision of this particular backpack, but it feels extremely comfortable. Now let's go through the pros and cons of the Vertx EDC Gamut backpack. Now the number one pro that I have with this backpack is just the overall build quality. They spent so much attention to details in this backpack. I was blown away when I initially saw it. I mean, there's just little things about it, such as this little grab handle, which I don't think I talked about initially. A quick way of grabbing the backpack on the go, just like that. I mean, the quality of the materials is extremely high. I talked with the designer regarding this backpack, and from what he was telling me, Jesse, he was saying that, you know, they wanted to make a good backpack first, use the best materials possible, and they'll see where the price lands for that. But the number one priority was just making a high quality backpack with all the little details that they wanted to feature. And this backpack, as you can see, just has all of that. The red pulleys that make for high visibility, the high visibility fabric on certain areas on it, the certain zipper designs for on the tactical compartment here, using the thicker zipper versus a smaller one. Just you name it. There's so many little hidden gems with this backpack. I'm just really impressed with the build quality on it. The next pro that I have with it is the quality of materials. I mean, they really spared no expense. You know, you have the Cordura fabric on here, YKK zippers everywhere on it. This little buckle, for example, is another great example of it. You know, other backpack companies might have chosen to use cheap plastic on this. This is it's like a stainless steel. It's a metal on here. It's not going to break or bend or anything. You know, within reason. Just you name it. Even on the little pocket here, they went, instead of going with you know, kind of the mesh pocket, which is real common with other backpacks, they went with a more expensive material that looks nicer, just to make a higher quality backpack. I mean, man, you name it. All the fabric inside of here is really nice. The material on the back is nice. Went real nice and thick on the padding, which I really like. Even put the 1919 strap in there. I didn't even talk about the shoulder straps and how they, you know, attach into the back, which I really like. It looks very similar to the Rush 72 of 511 Tactical. I really feel like Vertx, similar to how Vanquist is doing with Maxpedition on one-upping them, I think that Vertx is really doing the same thing with 511 Tactical, and it's very similar design features on both of those manufacturers. Just Vertx is really up in the game, just with the design as well as with the quality of materials that they're choosing to use throughout the backpack. You name it, any little place on here, it's going to have a high quality material on there. I also really like that since this is an EDC backpack, it features 2 water bottle pockets. I really like having that for EDC backpacks because I'm always carrying a water bottle as well as a coffee mug usually, and just having those available is really nice. The concealed carry compartment is also a really nice feature on this backpack. Again, it has that Velcro material on here, which you can see there. So if you wanted to have like a modular design with various compartments, like if you want to have some electronics, maybe a little first aid, and you could put some Velcro on the back of it, you could really go all out on the design of this back compartment here, which is very handy. Also, I really like that it has that, see if I can find it, with that nice big pulley over here. I mean, it's very easy to find. I might even like it if it had a little bit of red on there to make it even easier to find. It might be kind of cool if this Velcro that they used here could attach someplace so you didn't have it, if you didn't want to have it dangling down all the time, like a little tail on the bottom here, that you might be able to put it there where you know that's going to be. But that's just a minor little thing. Another pro that I really like is that they chose to have a different color fabric for the inner compartments on that. You've seen that now with Vanquist and also with Vertx. They're using more of a kind of a neutral fabric on here. It's not loud or anything, but it's plenty bright so you can see flashlights, knives, pens, anything like that. There's going to be high visibility. You don't see that with too many of the backpack manufacturers. VanQuest is one that I know that does it, and now Vertx. I believe in a couple years we're going to see every single backpack manufacturer having that bright visibility in there. It just totally makes sense, and I really, really like it. I really like that this backpack has very discreet labeling on it. For example, you just have the little Vertx here in the front, maybe here on some of the zipper pulls, which is really nice. But it doesn't scream like, hey, this is an expensive backpack, even though it is. You know, you have very discreet labeling on it, which I think is very tasteful. I love that the main compartment also has these nice thick zippers, but it has that drop-down design to it where it stops on the buckles that they have strategically placed there. I think that's really awesome, just because most of the time when you're going in your backpack, you just want to go in the top there, grab whatever you have inside of there, maybe even the laptop, grab that really quick. You don't want everything falling out, and those buckles there help prevent that. So it's just really nice feature on that. I really, really like that design for it. So you have not only have that clamshell opening, but you could also have just that top opening as well. I mean, just 2-in-1. Awesome. I have so many of the pros with this backpack, but the last one that I'll cover is just the laptop design. This is probably the best laptop sleeve that I've tested yet in the backpacks that I have in my arsenal. Not only do you have a padded area in the front here, but you also have that padded area in the back with also a ballistic shield. So geez, I mean, what more protection could you ask for that? It fits a 15-inch laptop very easily. You have that top-down design on it, so you can quickly grab it. You have that padding there. I'm just very comfortable having my laptop here. I think this is probably the best laptop design that I've seen for an EDC backpack of this kind of design, the more of the tactical backpack design. The number one con that I have with this backpack is that it's kind of pricey at almost $200. That's pretty expensive for a EDC style backpack. As I mentioned earlier, Vertx really wanted to go all out with this backpack as far as the design, the quality of materials, and those things kind of cost money. So, but what you're getting with this is a backpack that's going to last you a long, long time. It's going to last 1 to 2 decades, I'm sure, which is really great. So you're really getting a quality for what you're paying for this. So, but anyone that's on more of a budget, this might be a little bit pricey for them. The next con that I have is that it's kind of a heavy backpack. When it's completely empty, it's a little north of 4 pounds, which is kind of, and everyone that's carried it just initially without having any kind of items in here says, man, this is a heavy backpack. So for those of you that are interested in more of a ultralight approach, this might be a heavy backpack for you. This is more for people that want to have that extra quality of materials, durability to protect the items that they have inside of there. So this is definitely not an ultralight backpack. I'm still trying to determine whether I like the design of the water bottle pockets that we see here. I find that if you don't put this little loop around your water bottle, this thing very easily falls out. If if you have your backpack next to your chair, I found that this has fallen out on me numerous times. You really have to have that loop around there. I also kind of wish that it maybe is a little bit bigger so you could put in those larger Nalgene water bottles in there. Right now it's more for skinny water bottles as well as just like the plastic bottles that you would get at a store. I also would prefer for the bottom of the backpack to have that different kind of texture on the material. It just gives me peace of mind, even though this is the Cordura fabric. I know it's high quality, and maybe it doesn't matter that much. Maybe having the drain hole doesn't matter because then water might be getting in. But I just kind of have peace of mind knowing when this bottom is like more of a rubberized material. Another con with this backpack is that it's kind of a pet hair magnet. I know it's a black backpack and they're prone to getting, dirty and hair. You can see every little grain of grass on here. I find that this one kind of collects pet hair a little bit easier than some of my other black backpacks. So just keep that lint brush handy. I don't have too many cons with this backpack, but the last one I have is just regarding the airflow on the back portion here. As we mentioned, it has the Vertx logo here. It's kind of raised in this area. I find that you still kind of build up that sweat buildup. I don't find that there's a lot of deep pockets in here for letting the air flow through in here. So I find that you kind of get a sweaty back with this. Maybe if this was inverted where this is actually dipping in, maybe the air would actually go in better. So having this be raised, that raised, that raised, that raised, and this indented to help air travel through here a little bit easier to help keep that back from getting sweaty. That's going to do it for this product review featuring the Vertx EDC Gamut backpack. As you saw in the video, this is a very high quality, well thought out backpack. It has the look of something that you could buy off the shelves, maybe at REI, but it has the functionality of more of a tactical backpack with a lot of cool features, high quality gear in it. I mean, it's just really, really impressive. So please feel free to leave any kind of comments below in the comment section, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video featuring the Vertx EDC Gamut backpack. See you guys.